What's up, guys? Welcome back. And I made myself really small and in the corner because I think people come here to look at the charts and for market insights more than just seeing me. So let's get into it. So today, right, I made I think 3 trades on the NASDAQ 100. Remember, if you actually watched the previous video, I'm trying to work with the supply and demand zone strategy, right? And what that is just some key areas price seems to react off of, or it's like magnetized to that area, and then it tends to react off that area. So I made a few trades off of that, and let's actually put it down here. It's actually, it doesn't get much transparent than this, my friend. So this one, and I haven't traded in so long, just to get the right setup, right? Give me a second. It's giving me a little trouble here. Yeah. So how we're gonna do this? Give me a second here. Let me show you. Okay, we're good, and we're good. Okay. So I have the actual broker on the other screen. You'll see it right here. So the first trade was at, we -3 from this, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't used it in so long, so my notes say we -3, right? So for a 1 p.m. we're looking at, this is not typing. So for 1 p.m. we're looking at basically 10 a.m., right? So this was a 10 a.m. trade. So let's go to the 10 a.m. candle. See what I was seeing here and see what I traded. And this, I'll try to keep this short as well. So the 10 a.m. candle, and we use this 10 a.m. That was this candle, and I think I probably went more bearish. Put this over here. So 10 a.m. I entered at 13,592. 13,592.6, right? And that was a sell side trade. And then I got stopped out at 11 on the 11:15 candle. And this one I was upset about because I was in profit. I saw when I was in profit, and I moved my stop loss down, or I thought I did, and then it turns out I didn't, only for me to get stopped out close to break even. I wasn't too happy about this trade, but I moved my stops to break even regardless. So when it hit out my stop, it was just a loss of $2. So you'll see that here. And this was just a breaking down below this. This was kind of a level, like a key level, and the market started to break down, and I just took it to that side. It wasn't a bearish engulfing or anything like that. It was just looking at how the market was breaking down from this level where it seemed to have been consolidating, right? And then the final trades, now I made 2 more trades, but they were in after hours, so you know it's a little mix because it's kind of breaking my rules, because I usually just trade in New York, but this was the actual earnings move, and I was like, yo, I might just play this right now, right? So I entered here on the 4:15 candle, right, at 13,592, 13,592 point, no, 13,740.6. So I entered here to the upside, Yeah. So I entered here to the upside. It really looked like it was gonna continue. I have my zone actually more up here. And this move was off of NVIDIA earnings, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more as I get into the video. But this move was basically NVIDIA earnings, and I'll show you how much NVIDIA affects this indices, right? Like it's very important to this indices or this index, right? So I closed out of the trade, or I got hit my take profit at 6. You can see it's pretty close to my zone. I closed it out before it tapped my zone. I mean, I should be sticking to the zone, but I decided to just move my take profit to a little bit below the zone to ensure I get tapped. I'm getting some profit and I'm out. So that was a profit of $62 on that trade. And then I have a final trade now where I took it down off the zone. So I was just following the strategy. If I believe in my strategy, this reaction off of the zone should continue, right? So I entered to the downside, to the sell side now, using this candle, I believe. Yes, the 615 candle to the downside at 13,828.4. So I took it from the downside here. So I had this zone as my basically my stop loss, and then I wanted to take it down to this level as it seemed to be a previous level of like just price reaction, honestly. Like price react here, price react here. I'm like, if it was to make a short move to the downside, this is probably where we would have gotten that little reversal, and it actually played out. So I put my take profit a little bit above, and as soon as it hit out, and I just called it that for the evening. This trade was closed on the next candle, actually the 630 candle, and I had my stop loss at 13,783. So you see it's close to that area, but I didn't try to get specific on the line. I would have still gotten it, yes, but there's no way to be sure that you're going to get that hit. And you can actually cross-reference with my trades here to just confirm that I'm putting the right stuff on the chart. But you can see it's all legit, and I'm going to do this until you see us trade in $100,000 days, $1,000,000 days, and just show you how that works and probably teach people and bring people along the way. So I'm working on this. I'm trying to learn what's going on and trying to understand. I mean, when it comes to catalysts, I do see them, like I'm paying attention to the market, so I see what's going on. So that's the thing where I have an advantage if I'm learning technicals and then understanding fundamentals, which is what's moving some of these things in the back. I can certainly play it, right? So what I did here, I heard about the NVIDIA earnings. NVIDIA had great earnings. NVIDIA actually makes up, it's the fourth largest holding in the NASDAQ 100. So if you trade in the NASDAQ 100 or the QQQ, which are the same things, NVIDIA makes up a large portion of that. And you can see NVIDIA is up 24% today. And it's the fourth largest holding there. So it's going to push up the NASDAQ 100, and then that will actually give some ease to the rest of the stocks and kind of have everything moving to the upside, right? So I wanted to actually show you how NVIDIA moved today in after hours, just to put eyes on it, because I'm not trading NVIDIA on MetaTrader 5, but you can trade NVIDIA on Trade the Pool, and I'm going to use Trade the Pool and trade some of these moves, because I think when you see things start moving like this, when you start to see like how would you say, when you start to see companies being able to move like this, I think it's indicating something to us, right? So this is NVIDIA. They had earnings, they had great earnings. This is a chip company, so they make the chips that go into your computers, your cars. I'm not sure how much they're into washing machines, microwave, but they're more the smarter chips that go into the computing things, and they play a big role in the AI technology, right? So their chips are doing great, and they're projecting even doing even better, right? So Nvidia had earnings, and as you can see, it was a blowout earnings. So and they make up um how would you say, the weighting in the Nasdaq is 5, so it's like 5% I think of the Nasdaq in total. So I think don't quote me on that. That looks correct though. It looks like it makes up 5% of the Nasdaq. So Nvidia had this move off the earnings, and let's just look at some quick headlines. Is anything here? Okay, so it's just a lot of jokes on Twitter, but let's just look at a quick thing. Even as I believe AI will change our world in the next decade, I hold a smallish Nvidia position. Thinking about this chart right now, something to ask yourself: where do you think AI is on this chart right now? It's fine to buy and hold long term. Just have. Hmm. I think I'll just cut it there, right? So that's basically what happened today at the end of the market, and we'll see if the Nasdaq 100 just trades in this range. Like this would basically be the range now, and if it broke above this range, I'm probably going to use this level as like a stop loss. But it's looking like it's planning to break through this level. Breakthrough, kind of come, start to mess around this level, maybe even fake out a bit before continuing. So let's see how this goes, and I'll see you in this video, and thank you Perry for showing me the supply and demand video. I'm looking into some more, and hopefully we can employ the strategy more consistently. All right, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.